How Meghan Markle invited herself to Paris Fashion Week. Balenciaga's creative director reveals why Duchess made surprise appearance, and how close they really are. Meghan Markle had to ask for an invite to her catwalk debut on her polarizing Paris trip. Balenciaga's top designer has sensationally revealed. The Duchess of Sussex said the visit to Fashion Week in the French capital was the culmination of many years of friendship with Pierpaolo Piccioli. But Mr. Piccioli has been rather more muted in his response, suggesting that their friendship is one of casual texting. In a new interview, the celebrated clothing designer revealed that Meghan had asked him if she could attend, rather than him sending her an invite. But Mr. Piccioli did say it was a beautiful surprise, and had helped keep her Paris visit to his show secret. When asked about Meghan's trip, and her two outfits, he said, "Meghan and I met some years ago. And we've been texting ever since. She reached out and said she'd love to come to the show." He added, "There was no strategy or big orchestration." Meghan's decision to take a 10.000-mile round trip to Paris Fashion Week came straight out of the blue. Piccioli confirmed, and he helped her keep it secret. "I didn't tell anyone she was coming because I wanted it to stay a surprise. In fashion, real surprises are rare, and this one was beautiful," he told New York magazine The Cut. Some royal watchers had already questioned how close they really are as Meghan shared an awkward kiss with Balenciaga's designer Pierpaolo, and ended up butting heads with him as they leaned in for an embrace. The Duchess of Sussex's Paris mission and outfits made headlines around the world as she made her debut at one of the Big Four fashion weeks amid rumors London could be next in the spring. But there were a number of controversial moments. Last week, a video emerged of the Duchess appearing to laugh as a model took a tumble on the Balenciaga catwalk, next to her stony-faced friend. Footage from behind the scenes also captures the moment she appears to attempt to make conversation with British actress and Slow Horses star Dame Kristen Scott Thomas, who was seen turning away from her, leaving her awkwardly hanging. She was watching the fashion show from the front row, sitting next to her close friend, Marcus Anderson, Soho House brand's creative director. At one point, the Duchess was seen reacting with amusement, firstly gasping with horror before giggling behind her hands and turning to chat to Marcus, who remained stony-faced. She did seem quite poised, but she did seem a little bit nervous there. It has not been confirmed that a model fell over, and Meghan may have simply been sharing a moment of laughter with her friend. Nonetheless, royal fans were left baffled that she was the only one laughing, seeming at odds with the rest of the audience, who watched the show in silence and with neutral expressions. A representative for Meghan said she wasn't laughing at the model. Meghan was also mocked for her Zoolander walk, as observers noticed the Duchess of Sussex appeared to be sashaying as she left the Balenciaga show in Paris. The first video posted to her Instagram story on Saturday evening was a teaser of her £745 Balenciaga knife heels as she strutted out of the £2.210 per night Plaza Athénée hotel. But critics today likened the Duchess to Zoolander, the dim-witted character made famous by Ben Stiller in the 2001 hit comedy. Meghan Markle trying to give Zoolander a run for his supermodel walk, one said. Other commenters ridiculed self-obsessed Meghan for appearing to make the show all about her. "Meghan, you're not a model, they're simply just walking you to your seat. Meghan walking with her cape like she's the second coming of the Messiah," one wrote. However, others complimented the Duchess and said, "Love that energy. Channel your inner princess." And another said, "She is so elegant and has always had style." Meghan cut an elegant figure in a stylish white oversized button-through ensemble with an incorporated cape and, according to some observers at least, certainly had the strut of a fashionista. Appearing among high-profile celebrity guests such as Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, FKA Twigs and Anne Hathaway, Meghan had her own catwalk moment as she channeled her inner supermodel in front of numerous cameras while exiting the star-studded show. With her lips slightly parted, the Duchess struck her best pose as she confidently exited the venue with her entourage. She then paused before getting into her blacked-out minivan. One person commented on the video, "Why is she walking like that?" Another replied, "Thought the same thing. That's the, I'm very important you know, walk." A fourth said waspishly, "She's trying way too hard. It almost looks like parody."